Hey everybody, David here, and this is another Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition class breakdown tutorial, and this is dealing on the Rogue Archetype, the Thief. Now the Thief is a great complement to the Rogue baseline that you're already going to get. So you'll be able to obtain all of these from this archetype either with the free PDF online from the Wizards of the Coast website, or if you have the Player's Handbook. So as you can see here, the Rogue has a lot of features already in its baseline. So the Rogue goes from 1 to 20. You can see that you'll get the proficiency bonus. Your sneak attack damage, which is your bread and butter for the Rogue, will scale from 1d6 at first level all the way to 10d6. Really nice. Then you're going to get all of the other class features like cunning action, all of the ability score improvements. You'll get evasion, and at level 20, you'll get Stroke of Luck. So the Rogue, already in a baseline class, has a ton of features and is really strong. But whenever you hit level 3, you're going to get to add your Roguish archetype. And this is where you get to choose the Thief. And the Thief is where you hone your skills in the larcenous arts. Burglars, bandits, cut purses, and other criminals typically follow this archetype, but so do rogues who prefer to think of themselves as professional treasure seekers, explorers, delvers, and investigators. And in addition to improving your agility and stealth, you will also learn useful skills for delving into ancient ruins, reading unfamiliar languages, and using magic items you normally could not apply, which is pretty nice. That is what the Thief encompasses. So when you do choose this archetype at level 3, you will get several class features that will complement the base Rogue. The first at level 3 you'll get is Fast Hands. So Fast Hands is where you can use your bonus action granted by your cunning action, which is a baseline class feature you'll get from being a rogue at level 2. And this is to make dexterity sleight of hand checks. You can use your thieves tools to disarm a trap or open a lock, or take the use an item action. Really nice. So basically what cunning action does is it allows you to use dodge, disengage, or the hide action. Fast Hands allows you to be able to, say, pickpocket using sleight of hand. Really nice if you want to get a couple extra coins during battle. If you are beside a door, you can disarm a trap as a bonus action while using cunning action, or you can use an object item such as a magic item, as instead of using a standard, it would only cost you the bonus. So Fast Hands is really strong for a level 3 class feature. So next at level 3, you are going to get Second Story Work. And Second Story Work is where you gain the ability to climb faster than normal. Climbing no longer costs you extra movement. Now, this is how it works. When you climb, it costs you an extra 1 foot, basically, for movement for every 5 feet. If it's a difficult surface, then when you throw in that variable, it could cost you 2 or even more, depending on the dungeon master, extra movement per 5 feet. So you won't get your full movement when you're climbing. Second Story Work eliminates all of the extra costs and movement. Really nice. Now, in addition to climbing, you're also, whenever you make a running jump, you're going to be able to use you're going to get extra distance covered by a number of feet equal to your dexterity modifier. Now, this is how the jumping part works. Now, there's 2 types of jumps. There's standing jumps, and then there's running jumps. This Second Story Work feature will not work if you are doing a standing jump. So when you're making a running jump, you have to run at least 10 feet, and the amount of area that you can jump is part of your movement, and it depends on your strength score. So if your strength score as a rogue is a 14, then that means that you can jump 14 feet. So you have to get 10 feet running. When you jump, you'll get to run and jump the 14 if your strength athletics check is successful. Now, don't forget, you're going to get to, for having this Second Story Work, you're going to get to add in a number of feet equal to your dexterity modifier. So, for instance, if you have a 20 dexterity you're going to have a +5 modifier. So you're going to get to add in that +5 modifier to your strength score of 14. So instead of only being able to jump 14 feet, you will be able to jump 19 feet. Big difference. So you'll be able to jump across those two buildings as long as you get a running jump, which is 10 foot, and you make your basically your strength check or your athletics check. Really nice. Second story work, especially for third level, really strong. Next up is Supreme Sneak. You will get this at level 9. And Supreme Sneak basically gives you advantage on a dexterity stealth check if you move no more than half of your speed on your turn, on the same turn. Really nice. So if you really want to be extra cautious and you want to make sure that this is a very important stealth check and you want to make sure that this is successful, just make sure you clarify and tell your dungeon master that you would like to use Supreme Sneak. You'll get advantage on your dexterity stealth check. You have to use it on the turn that you stealth, and just remember the key is you can move no more than half of your speed. So if you have a 30-foot movement, you'll be able to move only 15 feet. But it gives you advantage on your stealth check, and that's really, really nice. That's Supreme Sneak. Let's go ahead and take a look at level 13 for the Thief archetype. You're going to get Use Magic Device. So what Use Magic Device is you have learned enough about the workings of magic that you can improvise the use of items even when they are not intended for you. You ignore all class, race, and level requirements on the use of magic items. This is really, really nice. Now, the Holy Avenger requires a Paladin attunement. Use Magic Device allows you to ignore that. And being a thief, you would, if you found a super, super rare item like a Holy Avenger, you would be able to attune it and use it. Really nice. Or maybe the staff that a wizard can use, or a wand a wizard could use. It doesn't matter. You can use any magic item that you're not meant to use. It ignores all race, class, and level requirements. Super nice. Now lastly, you're going to get, at level 17, you will get Thief's Reflexes. And this is the bread and butter of all of your Thief archetype skills. Now, when you reach 17th, you will have become so adept at laying ambushes and quickly escaping danger. You can take 2 turns during the first round of any combat. You take your first turn at your normal initiative roll, and your second turn at your initiative -10. And you cannot use this feature when you are surprised. That's straightforward. First off, if your party is surprised, or if you're surprised, Thief Reflexes is thrown out the window. You will not be able to use it. Now, however, when you roll initiative, say you roll an 18, you will get to act 2 times. You will get to act on your score, a roll of an 18, then you will take -10, and then you will also be able to act with an 8 initiative. So that's really nice. Now also take this into consideration. Sneak attack is only once per turn that you can take advantage of doing extra damage, as long as the variables are there for you to qualify to use sneak attack. So that's really nice. You'll be able to use sneak attack twice in basically the same round, because it states that you can only use this once per turn, and if you have 2 turns, you can use sneak attack twice. That is so kick butt. So when you take your first turn at an 18 initiative, you'll have to wait for all of the other creatures to go make their movements, take their actions, and then when it comes to your turn again at 8, you will get another standard action, more movement, and a possible bonus action and sneak attack. Really nice. Thief's Reflexes is super strong. So that is everything that deals with the Thief archetype for the Rogue. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys need any character sheets whatsoever, please take a check at my website at tabletopping.net. The link will be down below. And there are 840 D&D 5e character sheets from levels 1 to 20, every class, every archetype. And they're all on nice 3-page PDF D&D character sheets. Everything's ready to go. Just download one and go to your game. So that's it for me on this D&D 5e class breakdowns. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta.